good transition to talk about the Saints, where they've announced Tyler Shough is going to start Sunday at the Rams. They're 1-7, man. Is this the right time, the right move?
Yeah, it is. You got to see.
Yeah.
You got to see it. And once again, it applies to Rattler. Hell, the guy's 2 years into his career. He's seen failure and success. He should be able to handle the benching. Why? It's hit him before. And so while you don't like it, you're more equipped to handle it when it comes back around. And how you deal with it's not just the benching. Now what's he do to deal with it, just like he did when he was in college and lost his job there and ended up transferring? Sure. How's he going to deal with it? That's the test of what the next level of his career is. But it's time. They're 1-7. Tyler didn't play great when he came in. He didn't play good. He played okay and made mistakes, looked like a rookie quarterback. Yeah. But now he's going to get the reps and get a chance to work with the first team and come out of the tunnel. It has to happen. And once again, haven't played it, know how difficult it is to be good. But I also understand the benching. I also understand the starting. We're not in the feel-good business. And right now the Saints are pretty putrid. They are not very good offensively. They do not, while it's not just him, look at the numbers. If you look at the numbers, didn't look at the wins and losses, that guy's worthy of more starts. We've had the conversation, but at what point in time are you going to find out where you got to go? Now you get the second half of the season. If Tyler plays good or does what Rattler does, then you're going to face with the decision the next 3 months after the season to say, okay, we're going to be picking high. What are we doing? But I can't go into next year. I could if it's 7-1. Or 5-2, not knowing who Tyler Shough is, and wouldn't matter. Sit down like the rest of us and wait your turn. Rattler's playing great, but it's not. And so you got him there. You got to make a change. Once again, that's where we go first. And I got to know, especially at 1-7, what are we going to look like next year? If we go 1-7 the next 8 games, and he's playing average, sometimes good, then you got to decide our future's not on this roster. It's got to be somebody else. And maybe it is. And you just say, well, we still need more. We got to have better players around him. Fine. But this decision has to happen. You have to see if you can get spark. It's odd that it's happening in the same area, in the same state with 2 teams that I know that the LSU had higher expectations. So I got to see what he's about, Matt. I just do. And feelings be damned. Unfortunately, nobody really cares about those when it comes to making decisions because LSU wants to win and so does the Saints. Tyler Shough has to play. This is the right decision to see if you can get spark. You owe it to the team. It's always them first. It has to be when you are making these decisions, not to the individual. You just can't do it that way.
Sean, the Saints are awful.
Yeah, they are.
Their offensive line is not good. You lost your starting center. You're void of playmakers, and you're shopping them, also your receivers right now, with the trade deadline in a week. I don't think they're not going to win a damn thing with Tyler Shough. My question, though, is, so that being the case, what actually would be something you would look for to say, like, some tangible thing to say, okay, we think they're making progress with Shough that wasn't there with Rattler? Because I don't think it's going to be materially different in the win-loss record. It's not.
And that's what and if you get a couple, great. If you steal 1 or 2, because they're an awful football team right now in a lot of ways. And the fire sale part of it is if they can ship off salaries and get somebody and start to accumulate Oklahoma City for basketball, Houston Rockets in the past assets, so they got 25. I'm overdoing it, a little hyperbolic. Then they're going to do it because they're a hard watch on the eyes. They just are. And what you have to, and this is where the expertise of whether it's a front office or Kellen Moore or the staff is going to, it's the old forest through the trees. Even though, and we see this sometimes, a team will go in and you'll say, well, wins and losses, we may not be very good, but a couple things I want to see. How are we responding to the ass kickings? How are we dealing with it every week in our preparation? Knowing. And then can you see with Tyler, are we going to be able to see, okay, had this have been different, his decision was right. You're looking, listen, production's not going to elevate through the roof. They're just not good enough. So you're starting to say, okay, if we're not looking at the production and wins and losses, are we seeing, okay, in this decision, he made a good decision, threw it to the right guy dropped it. He understood what audible check to get to, but he missed the throw.
Okay.
I'm looking for the deeper dive of, there's not a lot of mechanical changes you can make during the season. You're just trying to put a game plan in and survive. And he knows going in that he's going to have to survive. Now, he's probably thinking, I'm going to go in I'm going to get after it. And we're going to go. And every quarterback has the confidence to say, I'm going to be the reason why it changes. And if you don't, I don't want you to play anyway. So it's not going to be in the win-loss column. It's going to be it's not going to just be in yards per game. It's going to be in how you handle, and quite frankly, in this, how you handle what you're about to face. And that's going to be a lot of duress. It's going to be a lot of adversity. It's going to be a lot of angst. It's going to be a lot of misses. It's going to be a lot of playing catch-up. How he deals with that. And it sucks for Saints fans and for him and the team trying to figure it out. But as a coach, knowing you're not very good and you're going to get a little hall pass from your front office,
sure,
you're looking to say, okay, this is behind those closed doors when they talk, this is a good test. I want to see, because this is the worst of times if you're a quarterback. Can't block, can't run it, can't throw it very well, not a lot of big plays, and you're shipping from players off. And it may get worse because you may trade some good players for assets down the road. So if you're Shough, your thought is, don't get us beat with my decisions mentally. 2 is show them I can handle getting my rear end handed to me. We've seen it before. Get sacked 11 times like Aikman did early on and keep delivering the football and stand in there. Because in the long run, as Dan Fouts told me, your leadership is not by 450-yard passing games. It's by what are you doing when you put your foot in the ground and stare down a rush, deliver the football instead of bail out and cower out of it and get hit in the mouth and deliver the football. Those guys up front, it changes their thought process. And so those are the things you're looking for. And I know myself, I'm judging a lot harder as a coach when it's bad. When it's good, we can all play. Hell, all of us are good. When it's bad. So and Shough's going to face it in a tough situation. It could end up being a really good thing for him, because what do you got to lose? Another game. What do you got to gain? Well, you can turn into, I don't want to say a hero, but turn into somebody they say, we're not drafting a quarterback next year. Yeah. We saw enough of his grind to tell him that he can move forward with this.
Saints are a 13.5-point dog in LA.
That's like being a 35-point underdog in college on Saturday. Yeah. That's what it's like.
By the way, the Saints are also 24th in the NFL in scoring defense. They're just an awful football team, but at least a reason to be interested this weekend looking at Tyler Shough make his first start. He's Sean Salisbury.
Yeah, I feel bad for all those guys because I've lived it, brother. Not on bad teams like that, but I've lived it where you're just struggling and you can't make a 3-foot putt unless it takes 3 putts. And, but you learn a lot about teams and players through all this, and coaching staffs as well.
Hey, man, I've done that 3-foot putt 3 times thing, too. I've lived that life.
Good. Well, I'll see you and I'll raise you one. I've 4-putted from 8 feet, so I know all about it, brother. I know what that's like.
You're the best, man. Thanks so much for the time, as always. We
appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.